All right, ladies and gents, you're in for a treat today. I am going to rant about the biggest bottleneck that we have in our agency right now because it might be helpful to you if you're experiencing something similar, or if you're just wondering what the major bottleneck of an agency could look like for an agency that's doing between $95 to $102,000 per month. So, giant rant. I got Hawkins here with me before we dive into the whiteboard. Say hello. Yep. And let's get straight into the whiteboard. So, the first, at a high level, I just want to explain this real quick so everyone who hasn't seen any previous videos before understands how I think of bottlenecks. You pretty much have three areas of the business. You have marketing, you have sales, and you have operations, okay? And so we're going to do this marketing, sales, and you have operations. Now, operations encompasses quite a lot. You have culture, you have hiring, you have people, you have systems and processes. So we're wrapping a lot up into operations, okay? Now, most agencies, when you're starting out from zero to, I would say, about $10,000 per month, the issue at zero is marketing 100%, okay? Let's just say you're at zero, all right? It's always marketing and getting leads. Now, I know I'm going off on a tangent. I'm going to get to what our bottleneck here is in a second, but I figured this would be helpful. When you're at zero and you're just starting out, the bottleneck is leads because you have no interest in your service. You're at zero. You have no clients, right? So you probably have no lead flow either if you're just getting started. And so you need to generate leads. That's what marketing is all about. You have zero leads and you need more. Now, once you start getting leads, you're going to need to close them. And so you need to be able to close these deals and actually get clients. Okay, so how many clients do you have when you're starting out 0 to 10,000 a month? Well, you probably don't have that many. You probably have that zero. But 0 to 10,000 a month, you might have 0 to 5 clients, assuming your minimum monthly retainer is $2,000 a month. Okay, so that's fantastic. 0 to 10,000 a month. Your issue is generally going to be in marketing and sales, and only once you've signed a couple clients do you start to get into the operations bottleneck. All right. This isn't really a bottleneck though at 0 to $10,000 per month, unless you absolutely suck at what you're doing and you're churning through clients faster than you can sign them, which is a problem. If clients aren't happy with results, well, that's a bottleneck. You need to figure that out. But it's kind of this weird dichotomy slash awkward situation because when you're starting out and you're at zero, you don't have any results and you don't have any experience. So you need to get clients to be able to get experience, okay? The experience does not come without clients. So you kind of need to realize that, yes, in the beginning, I'm going to suck, but like at the same time, I need to get these clients and I'm going to be better than them. So the first clients, I just need to understand that it's not going to be great. Okay. But I'm going to do my best. And although I might lose some clients, that's okay. I'm going to keep continuing to improve my operations and my processes. So just that's a simple high level. Now, once you get to, I would say that once you're at around 25,000 a month is when it starts, when operations starts to be a serious bottleneck. Okay. So 25K MRR is where marketing and sales, you might have it figured out at that point. It depends. You know, it might have taken you a while to get to 25 or 20, and so you still don't have marketing or sales figured out. That's okay. But let's assume that you got to 25,000 a month MRR and marketing and sales is pretty much figured out, and you can scale. But this operations becomes a bottleneck because you need to hire people. So now you're getting into management, and management causes all sorts of chaos because if you hire the wrong person, you're going to have tremendous amount of time that gets lost into communication and communication creep, which we'll just call that, like, you know, the amount of time lost to communication that happens because you don't have good operations, you don't have good training, you don't have good systems, you don't have good processes, and the person that you hire is coming into this terrible system. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now fortunately, if it's your first hire, you know, you'll generally have some time to be able to train this person and shadow them in a way that's a very personalized touch, and you should be able to do it decently. Okay, but operations becomes more of a problem. And I would say that when you're at $100,000 per month, similar to where we are, this doesn't apply for everyone, okay? Keep this in mind. But our biggest bottleneck is certainly, I would say, operations, okay? It's different for everybody. For us, it's operations. So let's get into what our bottleneck actually is within the operations category. So 100K MRR, and the bottleneck is ops. All right, fantastic. Now, it's in all different places, okay? We need to improve our talent pipeline. So our ability to hire someone, particularly an account executive / account manager, someone that can manage client accounts. We need to be able to decide that we want to hire that person and have them hired in less than 30 days. Okay, the talent pipeline needs to be much better. That's a problem because if the inflow of clients is greater than if the throughput of, let's just say, the ability to sign clients is far greater than the ability to hire account managers that can support those clients, that's the bottleneck, right? So you got to see your business as this pipeline. This is basically what client acquisition looks like in the pipeline. Okay, so client acquisition is here. And for us, this is what hiring looks like in the pipeline. So we are kind of at this point where it's like, oh, wow, like we're good at this. We can, if we had, the ability to hire someone as fast as that we could sign clients, we could scale much faster, but we can't because hiring people is a huge bottleneck and it takes us greater than 90 days to find someone that's a culture fit with the experience that we're looking for. And I know I'm probably turning black because the sun is setting in Panama City, but we'll keep rolling. Regardless, we have Hawkins here still. He's eating away at my shirt. But hopefully you're finding this valuable so far. So hiring talent pipeline is one problem. We want to be able to hire someone in less than 30 days. That, in my mind, that would be ideal, to be able to hire an account manager, account executive in less than 30 days. The second, I would say, biggest thing is primarily, I would say, systems. I wouldn't say systems and processes, actually. Let's just say it's kind of both. It's training, which falls into systems and processes. Okay. You know what? We're just going to write it as systems and processes, and training is going to be a subset of that. So systems and processes. Now, it's funny because a year ago I would have told you our systems and processes are great. But as you scale, okay, this is a good mental model to have in the back of your in the back of your mind, in your tool belt. Okay, if this is level 1 and you scale to level 2, you're going to experience a lot of, things are going to break. It's as simple as that. If you're at 10K and you move to 25K, the nature of an agency is that you will experience a lot of things breaking, okay? One in particular is your systems and processes may not be scalable, okay? You may not have the systems and processes to train someone, and so that slows you down drastically, or you might have trained them poorly, and so that results in a lot of issues, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Doing $50,000 a month is totally different than doing $100,000 per month. I mean, it's amazing to reflect and learn and just like see how much you actually learn and how much of a difference there actually is, because I would have probably guessed that there's not much of a difference between doing $50,000 a month and $100,000 a month. There's a huge difference. Okay, there's a huge difference. So systems and processes, to be more specific, because that's a lot. I think that we can do a better job of giving training to our team, in particular. So let's say we hire a new account manager, we hire a new account executive. I think our training pretty much, it's okay, and it could be 10 times better. That's not to say it's bad. It's just that it could be 10 times better. And I think that myself and maybe Destiny, like for example, leadership will have a vision in their mind of how everyone should act and perform. Because let's say that you're the first person, right, in your agency, and you have a certain process, you have a certain style, you have certain standards, okay? Maybe it's the standard is that you never want to miss a client call, and then you hire someone and they miss a client call and they don't think it's a big deal. And because you never communicated to them that that's a big deal, there's issues, all right? Because you didn't do a good job of communicating that, there's issues. Or maybe this happened recently in our company where you haven't done a good job of being a leader and making your team feel comfortable enough to come to you and talk to you about certain issues that might be going on in their life that may be affecting their, ability to make a decision in the moment. And so basically, you're not a great leader, and so your team doesn't feel comfortable coming to you with issues that they might have in their personal life, and because they didn't come to you, it caused all sorts of chaos. And at the end of the day, it was a simple issue and it could have been troubleshooted very quickly had you been a better leader. This is me talking about myself here. I think that's a realization I had as well recently. So systems and processes is a lot. It's not just training, it's also just leadership in general. I think that I'm not the best leader right now, and I could be a much, much better leader. And that's, to get there, I think I just need to read a lot of books and experience more, and time plus practice, etc. But I'm trying to think of more specific things for you guys. That's pretty much it. Again, this is a giant rant. This video is not prepared. I'm trying to just dive into it and give you an idea. But mainly it centers around operations. And we just got off a call. I just got off a call with one of our team members, and she was telling me that, look, I don't feel comfortable signing 6 more clients next week because of where our systems or processes are at. I was going through some accounts and I was seeing some stuff, and I was thinking to myself, I think we can do a much better job. There's stuff that's falling through the cracks. Some of our softwares are breaking down. Our team members offshore are maxed out. Our reporting is having issues. There's all sorts of things that are issues now that will become way bigger problems if we scale. And so we just need to clean up operations. And I think that that's what we're going to probably do through Q4 is take some time to, improve the infrastructure of the vehicle, improve the chassis of the vehicle, right? So that we can go faster. Because what happens is if you tune up marketing and sales, and this is a very simple analogy, if you tune up marketing and sales, again, this is marketing and this is sales. Let's say you make this 3 times better. So you're able to get 3 times as many leads and close 3 times as many deals. But the problem is that you didn't touch operations. And so you can't handle that many clients. You can't handle that many leads because you just don't have the capacity. You don't have the talent pipeline throughput. The talent pipeline throughput sucks, okay? The software that you have that helps you get client results is breaking down. And if you don't fix that and you sign more clients, you're going to churn clients, you're going to ruin your reputation, etc. So, fixing operations is pretty much always like taking 2 steps back so you can take 5 steps forward. And the teeter-totter, man, it just never seems to end. It just never seems to end. Even when it was just myself and the agency, starting out, you're always focused on marketing and sales. You're at 0 revenue. You don't have any clients. You want to get clients. Then you get some clients and you think, okay, I need to get results for these clients. So you forget about marketing and sales. You get the results for the clients. And then you're like, oh my God, what if this client leaves me? I need to get more clients. And now I have decent systems. So let me go back into marketing and sales. And you're constantly fluctuating. You probably can't see me because there's no light here. But this is the teeter-totter here. And you're constantly going back and forth between marketing and sales and improving operations. And so right now we are at a stage, I believe, where operations is taking precedence and we can chill out on growth and take 2 steps back, slow down a bit, and then take 5 steps forward after Q4 or potentially, towards the end of January, basically as long as it takes. We need to be able to get the systems and processes to a place where we think that it's good enough to where we can feel comfortable signing 5 to 6 more brands. We could do it tomorrow, okay? And this is the problem with most agencies is they don't really understand how to balance this thing. They want to constantly grow, and so they're constantly putting effort into marketing and sales and signing clients and relentless growth and not stopping. Again, it's detrimental. You reach a point of diminishing returns. You need to, there's always going to be points, okay? Unless you're a master of business and you know the exact right amount of quantities and time, and you can train everyone to know how to manage their time just perfectly so that you can constantly coast at maximum growth 24/7, and you're never going to have to go between the teeter-totter. The teeter-totter will constantly be balanced like this, and everyone's spending the perfect amount of time on marketing and sales and operations. Never going to happen, okay? Absolutely, it's never going to happen. It's never going to be perfect, especially with an agency where you have so many humans. So yeah, that's where we're at. I think that concludes this rant. Hopefully this was helpful. Hey, if you want more rant-styled videos about what's the biggest issue and bottleneck in our agency right now, maybe I'll make that. Maybe once every 3 to 6 months, I'll do more stuff like this. All right. Hey guys, look, if you found this valuable, let me know. I don't want to make videos for you that you don't like. Okay, that's not the point. This channel it's about you. It's not about me. I'm trying to help you. All right. So if you didn't find this valuable, please let me know. Tell me, hey Taylor, this sucked. Your other videos are way better. Or, hey, Taylor, I liked it when you did this weird whiteboard brain dump and you just ranted about a subject and went off on 20 million different tangents, because I got to learn other things that I don't usually get to learn about when you're doing your other videos that are more structured, okay? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Much love. And, hey, hit that subscribe button. It's the only thing I ask in return, all right? I got nothing else. Just hit the sub button. Hit the like button as well. That'll help. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Thanks so much. Much love. And I'll see you next week. Ciao.